Hello again. Hello Rosie.
Hi.
Hi. Here we are again. This is our fourth time, is
Yes.
it, with the Shockwave?
Yeah.
So 4 out of 6 we were going to do. And today we're going to do a gait analysis as well, just to help pop your feet into a better position so that they're more supported, so hopefully problems like this won't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
How's the last, because we've waited 2 weeks actually, haven't
Yeah.
we? We couldn't get together, but also it's probably best just to spread it out a little bit. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
How have you got on? What's going on?
So I've laid off doing any exercise at all still.
Mhm.
I've even avoided going for walks, like beyond just my general walking around.
Okay.
Because from the last 2 times I'd gone for a bit more of a rural walk. There were repercussions and it felt like it set me back a little bit. So recovery is continuing on the upward
Okay.
trajectory.
Very good.
And I'm wondering why every morning there's much more stiffness and much more pain, and I'll get out of bed and really have a hobble on for I don't know, the first sort of 15 minutes or so of movement.
Okay.
And I wondered why that was.
Right. Well, that's quite typical of an inflammatory condition. So when we rest, our body kicks into a repair, and that's what's happening. So notably when people sit down for a period of time or after when they wake up in the morning, the tissues are a little bit more swollen because more blood's gone there to repair, and then the byproduct of all of that repair is tissue swelling and fluid as well. So just when you start to move, there'll be stiffness because the tissues are more swollen, and it needs to displace some of that fluid.
Okay.
So that's natural, and that's how, as a practitioner, we can tell whether something's either an inflammation due to a body's repair process, or whether it's a mechanical factor. So if it's uncomfortable at the end of the day, then it would be because you're mechanically irritating it. But if it's painful in the morning, then it's because the body's going into a repair, and typically those are chronic tendonitis is a chronic inflammation.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that should be easier, but it's also a good sign that this is what this is doing.
Yeah.
It's causing an inflammation and we're pushing it in the right direction.
Yeah.
Does that answer?
Yeah, fantastic. Because generally throughout the days, movement is much more fluid, much more typical to how I would normally walk, and mainly without any pain or discomfort. And that's just getting easier and easier. So it's generally just in the mornings, and there's been the odd occasion where, I don't know, if I've sort of put impact on it because I've jumped up or jumped off something, or there's been a couple of occasions where I've sort of leapt off my foot, my right foot particularly, through excitement or just faster movement.
It's getting closer to Christmas, isn't it?
I get excited. And it just sort of pulls it, and it makes me think, oh gosh, it's still there. It kind of reminds me that it's not potentially ready for me to do loads of burpees on and go running on and that sort of thing.
Great. So how do you feel now? I mean, we did say we were going to reduce the exercise. We'll still stop the exercise until maybe after Christmas?
Yeah, I mean, that's my kind of head's gone to that now in terms of accepting it. So yeah, that's fine.
Right. Okay, well done. Well, it seems to be going according to plan. I'm really pleased with how things are going. Let's do a gait analysis, and then we'll do some treatment. How are you doing?
It doesn't get any easier. Were you going higher?
Well, maybe one. one
Why?
little tiny little notch one, because
Yeah.
I got the feeling I could.
Okay. I tell you what though, Matt, it's feeling better than when I lay down
Yeah.
after
Well,
after a bit of a.
so we did the gait analysis, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we did the walking, which was fine, but
Yeah.
when we went to do the running, it was just a bit too uncomfortable,
Yeah.
wasn't it, for you? So I think, I mean, it is a very stubborn condition. That's what I want to reassure you. Don't be too impatient. It takes people, sometimes they have it for years, and
Okay.
you know, we're just trying to go in there and fix it, and you know, it can be, you know, it's difficult to come around for anyway.
So possibly what I'll need to do, looking forward into re-engaging at the gym, is adapting
Yeah.
what I do.
Mm-hmm. And don't just go straight back into
No.
expecting, oh, I've had the treatment and
I
it should be
yeah.
fine.
Why aren't I bouncing back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what the head does. Certainly with me, it's come on. I've taken a few weeks off now.
Yeah.
I've had some treatment. I should be okay, but
Yeah.
like you say, it's a long term.
It's a long-term thing. So when consultants do a treatment like this, I've heard them say to the patients, don't expect anything for 3 to 6 months, because it sets about a healing cascade, a healing process, which I think we mentioned in the first one. That is part of that repair, remodelling, laying down of the matrix, remodelling and testing those fibres. So people do tend to feel, get results beforehand, but there should be that sort of patience there as well. And I think that will help, you be more patient with your own healing process.
Okay.